All right, so we got our first actual question, and I'm gonna tackle it the best that I can right now. All right, so let's see if I've got it all set up. See everything. All right, so we had some questions on specific heat. If you remember back when we did our speed unit, God, this is weird. If you remember back when we did our speed unit and velocity, you'll remember this triangle method. If we used this triangle to kind of help us get everything situated when we plug things into a formula to know where things are going to be. That way we know if we're given speed and time, we're going to multiply those together. If we're given distance and time, we're going to divide distance by time to get our speed. So we're just solving for our unknowns. In the specific question on specific heat, we had someone that had a question over, let's see, how to solve it. Now you could go through the usual method of trying to balance equations if you wanted to. Me, however, I prefer is this still recording? Yeah. I prefer the shortcut. Now the shortcut is using the triangle method like you see here. The only difference is that there's an extra box. So again, we know that these up and down lines are going to be multiplication symbols, whereas the side to side, we've got division. Now where everything goes in this, we've got up top, we have energy, which can be measured in calories, joules, whatever. Just got to be a measurement for energy. Here, we're going to have a measurement of mass. This is usually taken in grams. All right, the one in the middle is specific heat. That is grams per, let's see, calorie per gram per Celsius or Kelvin. And then finally, we have the last section, which is delta T. That's just the change in temperature. Now, the question that you were posed gives you these three, but it doesn't give you the mass. So we're going to solve for that real quick. The question asks you if you have something with a specific heat of, what was it, 11.5 calories per gram per Celsius, and it went from 135 Kelvin to 260 Kelvin, and let's see, gave us specific heat, and the energy absorbed was 7.9 kilocalories. And that's important right there, that you make sure that you change it from kilocalories to calories. And the first thing that we need to do is we need to make sure that all of our units are in the same unit or same measurement. So we're solving for X, which is mass. That's going to be taken in grams. Let's see. Up here, we're looking at Celsius. Right here, it's measured in Kelvin. Normally, that wouldn't really be that big of a deal because you're going to get the same answer either way if you convert it or not. But I like to get in the habit of making sure that my units are in the same unit. So our Kelvin unit becomes, let's see, negative 138 Celsius and changes to negative 13 Celsius. All right, so we've got that converted over. We need to change kilocalories into calories. That one's pretty easy. You need 1,000 calories to make 1 kilocalorie, which means that we end up with, let's see, 79,000. Yeah, that's right. So, should be 7,900. Okay. All right, so past that point, we can start plugging things in.